What's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Shoe Care Academy. I'm Vick Almighty. For today's project, we got the New Balance 9060s. Now I am really concerned with this sneaker. As you can tell, all around this shoe is covered in grime, dirt, grass stains all around the mesh. That's not really the issue. The issue with this sneaker is there's a bunch of black suede all around the sneaker. Most of the time that's not an issue, but in this specific case, it's right next to white suede and white mesh. If this black suede bleeds during the cleaning process and it bleeds onto those areas, there's a good chance that stuff's not gonna come out, making this shoe uncleanable. So we're gonna find out if the shoe is cleanable. So let's get to work. Now first things first, I'm gonna put the left shoe to the side and focus only on the right for before and after purposes. Next, I'm gonna take the shoe apart by taking out the shoelaces and insole so we can clean up the whole shoe and these two parts separately. Now to clean the shoe up properly, I am gonna be using a Reshoevn8r signature shoe cleaning kit. It has everything you need, including our sneaker laundry bag, so you can put the shoes in the washing machine. As of right now, I'm not quite sure if I wanna put them in the washing machine. However, if I do, I'm ready to go with our kit. Now with every single sneaker, you gotta do prep work. That means you either wanna grab the soft or medium bristle brush. Most of the time, I just stick with the soft bristle brush and just dry brush the entire sneaker. As you can see all around, there's just dust sitting on the surface of the shoe. The last thing you wanna do is grab your brush, water and a solution, start cleaning the sneaker as is, because all you're gonna do is create a muddy mess and push the stuff deeper into the material. Now, in my opinion, prep work is one of the most important things when it comes to everything, restoring, customizing, and even cleaning shoes. So for this step, I'm gonna take as long as I need just so I can get the best results at the end. All right, after about 10 to 15 minutes of dry brushing the sneaker, it already looks a million times better. Not perfect, but all that gunk that was sitting on the shoe is fully off. Sometimes when you're working with a muddy shoe, it looks overwhelming, but if you spend some time dry brushing, you can get the shoe looking like this. Now the next step is to do the exact same thing, but with the insole and the shoelace. So you can see it's also covered in gunk. To make my life easier later, let's dry brush this as well. Now ideally, if you're doing this step, you probably wanna do it outside. Right now I'm in a cloud of freaking dirt. I should be wearing a mask, but it is what it is, we're in a studio. Shoelaces are also covered in gunk. Let's dry brush these as well. All right. Now the last thing I wanna do is reapply this dirt back onto the sneakers. So get all this stuff onto the mat, go outside, get it all cleaned up, be right back. Stage 1 is complete, onto stage 2. I'm gonna grab our shoe tree, adjust it to size, and put it inside a sneaker. This always helps me with a few different things. It allows me to apply pressure on the toe box during the scrubbing process. If I gotta put the shoe in the washing machine, it'll help keep its form, even during the drying process as well. If there's any creasing, it helps remove it. Next, I'm gonna grab our 4-ounce bottle of solution and squirt 2 squirts inside our bowl of water. 2 squirts is all you need. This stuff is highly concentrated. One quick thing to note, if you're gonna be using the soft bristle brush again, make sure you rinse it off. There was a ton of dirt on the bristles from all the dry brushing I did. Now before I start cleaning up the shoe with water and solution, I do wanna reiterate a potential problem, and that's the black suede. Once I started cleaning up the shoe with water and solution, there's a good chance the black dye from the suede is gonna bleed over to the other materials and potentially ruin the shoe. So I'm gonna do a quick little test on the inside panel. I'm gonna use a soft bristle brush in a circular motion in the small spot. Right away, I'll be able to tell if the suede bleeds or not. If it bleeds, I'm gonna have to take a different approach. I'm hoping this works because I don't wanna spend too much time on this cleaning. No bleeding so far. At this point, I'm gonna scrub even harder and even oversaturate the suede. If there's no bleeding, this shoe is safe. You see bleeding, bro?
No, I see no bleeding.
All right.
I think we good.
We good?
We good.
Hell yeah. I was afraid this cleaning was about to turn into an hour. Now, with a quick pre-treatment, this should take less than 10 minutes. Let's continue. Now, as always, you guys, take your time with the cleaning. Enjoy the process, brush in a circular motion, listen to the sounds. Just make sure the entire sneaker is cleaned up during this pre-treatment process. So for me personally, I don't have too many New Balances in my collection. I'm a very big Nike head, but this specific sneaker I'm a pretty big fan of. It got a couple things going for it. The shoe has a Y2K inspired futuristic feel. It kind of has 2000 vibes with a touch of modern, which in my opinion is pretty dope. With the shoe, you guys, you also want to make sure you scrub the inside. The inside of the sneaker is a white liner, pretty dirty. Make sure you give it a good scrub. Now, as you're scrubbing, you don't gotta get it 100% perfect. Sometimes those stains are pretty in there. The washing machine typically washes it all out. What you wanna do though is break down that grime. That way the washing machine doesn't struggle with it. All right, good to go with the soft bristle brush. I did all the scrubbing I could on the uppers. I'm gonna move on to the medium bristle brush. For this one, I'm gonna take care of a few different things. I'm gonna scrub the midsole, make sure that's 100% clean. While I'm at it, I'm gonna be taking care of the toe box once again. The great thing about this brush is it has slightly stiffer bristles than the soft bristle brush, but it's not too harsh where it's gonna snag the material. It'll just give it a deeper clean on this white mesh to make sure it's fully cleaned up. Another thing I'm noticing about these uppers as I scrub is the suede bars all around. That's inspired by the legendary 990. The suede bars run across the entire upper that gave it a sweet motion-inspired look. We're done with all the scrubbing. Now that I know that there's no bleeding from the suede, I'm confident that the shoe can go in the washing machine. When it comes to these uppers, there's a lot of materials that we're working with: suede, mesh, synthetic leathers. It's a very comfortable sneaker, but at the same time, the best way to clean the shoe inside and out is by putting them in the washing machine. Now, before I put this brush away, I'm gonna put the shoe to the side real quick and give this insole a good scrub. That way I don't have to come back to it. All right, that's good. It's ready for the washing machine. Coming back to these uppers, let's finish it off with the last brush, and that's a stiff bristle. The stiff bristles on this brush is only meant for one thing, and that's the rubber outsoles. There's a bunch of grime and dirt stuck inside all the grooves. Very notorious for every single sneaker. The best way to get these soles cleaned up is to brush in all directions, back and forth, circular motion. The more elbow grease you apply, the better results you will get. Now we talked about the upper, now let's talk about these outsoles. It uses a diamond traction pattern inspired by the classic 860 model, giving the 9060 both grip and visual interest. All right, this shoe is definitely coming back to life. All that's left is to put it in the washing machine, but real quick, there's one last step that we need to do, and that's the shoelace. Before we just put it in the washing machine, we want to break down some of this grime and dirt. I'm gonna put it in the leftover water and solution. There isn't much, but trust me, this makes a difference. Quick scrub. All right, everything's been pre-treated. Stage 3 is to put the shoe in the washing machine. We got our Reshoevn8r sneaker laundry bag. This will keep all our stuff nice and safe all together. Now for this project, I only cleaned up one shoe. However, if I did the full pair, both of the shoes can fit inside the single laundry bag at the same time. All right, you wanna close it up, quick knot, extra security. Now let's go to the washing machine. All right, so for the washing machine process, all you need is cold water with the regular cycle. Let's put the shoe inside. Let me show you guys the real trick though. Reshoevn8r sneaker laundry sheets. Put one inside, close it up, make sure your settings are on point, and we'll be right back. During the cleaning process, the biggest thing I was afraid of was the black suede bleeding all around the shoe. The ultimate test was putting the sneaker in the washing machine. The shoe sat inside the washing machine for a good 30 to 40 minutes, saturated water and soap. But as you can see, all around, there is no dye at all. On top of that, the washing machine did a great job getting the sneaker back to being fully cleaned. There was zero issues with the drying process as well. At first, when I was cleaning up the shoe, I thought the shoe naturally had a cream looking color. But after the shoe came out the washing machine, I realized this shoe's supposed to be white, clear day and night difference. Now, at the moment, there is still one issue, and that's the suede. Whenever you clean up suede, once it fully dries, the suede turns very stiff and crunchy. It's an easy fix. For this, I'm gonna be using our Reshoevn8r Medium Bristle Brush, dry as is. I'm gonna brush in different directions to reset the nap on the suede. You don't wanna use anything else but the Medium Bristle Brush. If you use a brass bristle, two things can happen. It could be a little too harsh on this delicate material. Plus, the suede material is next to synthetic and mesh materials. If you scrape too hard with the brass bristle brush, you'll ruin it. The Medium Bristle Brush is the safest and best option for this step. So basically, since this brush does not do any damage to these uppers, I'm gonna brush in a circular motion all around until the suede is back to being buttery soft. Yep, that feels good. That feels great. Nice and buttery soft. Yeah, that feels good. All good with that step. All that's left to do is put the insole inside and lace it up to compare it to the before. Good to go with this project, YouTube. This is what I call a day and night cleaning. Check out these results. The sneaker right here is back to being fully white. This one right here is completely trash. Now, clearly, this cleaning overall was a success, but you can still learn something from this one. Whenever you're cleaning up some shoes that contain white mesh, white suede, or lighter materials that's sitting next to black suede, you always want to test it out. A lot of brands, such as high-end designer companies, love to use black leather and black suede that bleeds like crazy. Most of the time, they use materials next to white leather, white suede, or white mesh. Anytime I clean those shoes, that black always bleeds. Now in this specific case, New Balance used some great materials all around, making this shoe very cleanable. We used our Reshoevn8r signature shoe cleaning kit to put the shoe in the washing machine. Again, anytime you're cleaning some shoes and have some concerns about a specific material, pick the inside part, do a little test. If there's zero bleeding, keep it going. You can find all the products at Reshoevn8r.com. This is Vick Almighty. I'll catch you guys on the next one. See you guys.